College football playoffs resume on New Year's Eve. The first of the 4 quarterfinal games is on Tuesday night, December the 31st. Penn State, Boise State. I've got a free play for you in this game. The winner of this game against the point spread, free for you coming up right now. Hi, this is Steve Merrill, WagerTalk.com, right back here on Wager Talk TV, breaking down the first of the 4 quarterfinal playoff games this upcoming week. Don't forget to hit subscribe and click that bell as well so you will know the other 3 games. I'm going to have all 3 New Year's Day games posted for you as well, free plays in all of those games. So click that bell for an instant alert when it's posted here on Wager Talk TV. But we're breaking down the first one, and it goes at the end of 2024, New Year's Eve, 7:30 Eastern on ESPN Tuesday night, December the 31st. And this, of course, is the Fiesta Bowl in Arizona, and it's a matchup of Penn State and Boise State. And Penn State is a huge favorite, currently about a 10.5-point favorite, even seeing 11 out there. And this line is inflated. In fact, I can prove it. A week ago, the look-ahead possible matchup line, bettable line at DraftKings was 5.5. That's right. Before Penn State played last week, Boise coming off the bye was 5.5. Penn State goes out there and they have an easy blowout win, of course, and now it's 10.5, 11. So I do think it's an overreaction to what Penn State did on the field last week at home, cold conditions against really what turned out to be a mediocre SMU squad. I'm not reading too much into that. And James Franklin and company have a history of doing this, beating up on teams as a favorite. Well, they're a 10.5-point favorite here, so wouldn't that apply? Maybe. The question becomes, how good is Boise State? And I think this is actually a very good Boise State squad. Keep in mind, their one loss this season came in Week 2 at Oregon. Undefeated, number 1 ranked Oregon. They lost by 3 as over a 2.5 touchdown dog. And there was nothing misleading about the close game. In fact, they had over 360 total yards of offense. This offense has been fantastic all season long. And yes, Penn State very well could be the best D they've faced. But Boise has scored on everybody. They have moved the ball well against everybody. And I think they will continue to do so in this game. Another thing I want to point out about that SMU game last week is, yes, Penn State won by 28 points. But they had some defensive scores. Offensively, they only had about 320 total yards. That game could have been a lot closer. And once again, the line's gone from 5.5 to 10.5 because of that result, crossing over some very key numbers along the way, 7 and 10. In fact, the difference between 5.5 and 10.5 is about a 20 to 25% better chance of Boise State covering now. So if 5.5 was the true 50-50 line, which I don't think it necessarily was, but if it was, then Boise has over a 70% chance of covering. And I can actually make an argument for the line being around 4 to 5. If you look at margin of victory with the stronger schedule factored in for Penn State was about 18 points better than average this year against opponents. Boise, meanwhile, won by about 18.5. They played about a 4-point weaker schedule. That would make the line 4. If you factor in opponents played and different statistical categories I look at it, I got to about 5. So I really think this line is inflated. And at 10.5 or more, the value is with Boise State, who has plenty of backdoor cover potential as well if needed. Now, granted, they do run the ball a lot better than they throw the ball. They were a very average passing attack, but they run the ball fantastic this year. And while Penn State has played some tough competition, this is going to be as good as any rushing attack Penn State has faced. And keep in mind this year, Penn State, their run defense has been strong, but when they stepped up in class, they gave up 176 rushing yards to Ohio State, and they gave up 183 rushing yards to Oregon, the 2 really good teams they faced so far this season. I think this game is going to be closer than expected. And also, Boise off the bye. How much of an edge was that? I don't think it hurts. Penn State had to play last week at home, an emotional win, must win, and now travel. I think the scheduling edge goes to Boise as well in Arizona. Take a look at the Broncos to keep this one close, plus the 10.5. And it's interesting, by the way, this summer on Wager Talk Today, we had Arthur DeCesar on from the Westgate, as we often do, and he had mentioned there was some heavy, sharp money this summer coming in on Boise State futures, such as to win the conference, obviously, but also season wins over, national championship futures to win. Be very interesting to see if those people are hedging this now. But once again, Boise was a sharp play since August, and they've turned out to be a very good team this season. Hey, comment below. What are your thoughts on this game? Will it be competitive? Side, total. What else are you looking at? Not only in this game, but the other playoff games, including tomorrow, Wednesday, New Year's Day, 3 games. And don't forget, I will have solo videos, free play videos for every one of those playoff games right here on the channel. Click subscribe and click that bell so you know instantly when they are posted here for your viewing. Thumbs up, like as well. Remember, the more thumbs up, likes, the more comments below, the more free play videos I do each and every week for basketball and football here on the channel. I do read the comments and I do reply back. Speaking of best bets, it's been a fantastic 2024. And we look to finish this final week of December with a bang. In fact, this final week of December, you can save 25% on any purchase at wagertalk.com by using promo code HOLIDAY25. It's quite simple. Whether it's one play, 1 day, 1 month, or 1 year, every purchase you make for this final week of December, you get an instant 25% discount through New Year's Eve. So once again, Tuesday night, the 31st, the coupon expires. So get on board now. If you're thinking about getting my All Sports All Access for 2025, I highly recommend it. We're up over 150 units in 2024 with a week to go still. And going back just a bit further, the last 16 months since the start of last football season, up over 225 units for All Sports Best Bets. It is a true investment, and you save 25% instantly right now in any package with promo code HOLIDAY25, HOLIDAY 25. Holiday25 gets it done this final week of December. A special thank you to all of you out there who have been with me all year, not only as Best Bet clients, but also here with the free play videos. Great time to get on board and save along the way. Don't forget also, I post a bonus free play on my page every day. It's one of my last cuts. If it doesn't make the Best Bet card, my last cut goes up as a free play for everybody. Those have done quite well. It's a great way to build your bankroll and learn and earn along with the rest of us. Check that out as well. My daily free play, my strong best bets, and most importantly, use promo code HOLIDAY25 with anything to save big this final week of December. Steve Merrill, wagertalk.com, and hey, get there quicker with shortcut WT.buzz/SM. Follow me as well on social media at Steve Merrill, 2 R's, 1 L, at Steve Merrill on X and Instagram. And stay tuned here to Wager Talk TV. I've got previews for those other 3 playoff games coming up next.